two peptides sold together in the same little kit all over the internet. The promise? More muscle, less fat, better sleep, younger skin, all by getting your own body to make more of one hormone. So, what are CJC-1295 and Ipamorelin actually doing? And why do bodybuilders and biohackers keep buying them as a pair? To understand these two, you need to meet the hormone they're chasing. Growth hormone. Your pituitary gland makes it. That's a pea-sized gland hanging off the bottom of your brain. Growth hormone helps build tissue, burn fat, and repair the body. You made a lot of it as a teenager. You make less every year after that. So the obvious idea is just inject growth hormone, right? But that's a blunt instrument. Flood the body with it, and you override its natural rhythm. These two peptides try something clever. Instead of replacing the hormone, they nudge your gland to make its own, and they attack the problem from two completely different angles. Angle 1 is CJC-1295. It's a copy of a natural signal called GHRH. That stands for growth hormone releasing hormone. Think of GHRH as the accelerator pedal for your pituitary. Your body already makes it. The catch is that natural GHRH vanishes in minutes. Enzymes in your blood chop it up almost instantly. So a company called Conju Chem re-engineered it. They changed a few of its building blocks so the enzymes couldn't grab it. Then they added something called a drug affinity complex, DAC for short. Here's the trick. That complex grabs onto albumin, the most common protein floating in your blood. So instead of getting flushed away in minutes, the peptide hitches a ride and sticks around for days. In 2006, a team led by Teichmann published a clinical trial in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism. They gave CJC-1295 to healthy adults. A single injection raised growth hormone and a second messenger called IGF-1 for days. The peptide's half-life came in around 6 to 8 days. That's real, published human data. One shot. A week of a raised signal. But there's a problem with only pressing the accelerator. GHRH tells the gland to release hormone. It doesn't do much about the brake. Your body also has a brake pedal for growth hormone, which is where the second peptide comes in. Angle 2 is Ipamorelin. It works through a totally different door. Ipamorelin imitates a hormone called ghrelin. You might know ghrelin as the hunger hormone, but ghrelin also has a side job. It tells the pituitary to release growth hormone. In 1998, researchers led by Kirsten Rahn at the company Novo Nordisk described Ipamorelin in the European Journal of Endocrinology. They called it the first selective growth hormone secretagogue. Secretagogue just means a thing that makes you secrete something. Here's why the word selective mattered. Older compounds in this family also spiked stress hormones like cortisol. Ipamorelin, in their tests, released growth hormone cleanly without dragging those other hormones up with it. So now you can see why people stack the two. CJC-1295 presses the accelerator. Ipamorelin lifts the brake. One raises the baseline, the other adds a pulse. On paper, they're a matched pair, and that paper logic is exactly the trap, because almost everything I just described was measured over days or weeks in small groups. Often years ago. What we do not have is the important stuff. Large, long-term human trials showing these peptides safely build muscle, burn fat, or slow aging in ordinary people. That evidence mostly doesn't exist. There's a bigger point people skip right past. Neither of these is an approved anti-aging drug. The United States Food and Drug Administration has not approved CJC-1295 or Ipamorelin. Not to make you younger, not leaner, not stronger. They live in the gray market, sold as research chemical. That means no guarantee of purity, no guarantee the vial matches the label, and a real question mark that most fans never ask. If you push growth hormone up year after year on purpose, what's the long-term cost? Growth signals don't only build muscle. They can feed things you don't want fed. Nobody has the clean human answer yet. This is a science story, not medical advice. No doses, no sources, no how-to. So, are CJC-1295 and Ipamorelin a clever key to your own hormones, or just a stack that sounds smart and outran its evidence? Honestly, a little of both. The biology is genuinely elegant. Accelerator and brake, from two different directions. But elegant biology in a short study is a beginning. It is not proof that it's safe to run for years. The next time you see these two peptides sold as a bundle, remember this: getting your body to make a hormone still means living with that hormone. And more isn't automatically better, but that's only the surface of it, because the real question isn't whether you can crank growth hormone up. It's why your body worked so hard to keep it low in the first place. Evolution put that break there for a reason, and that reason is the one we'll open up next. Thanks for watching Brainstorm Bob. If this made you think, hit subscribe for more curiosity, ideas, and real answers. See you in the next one.